Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. It is new cycle. The new cycle is starting, so it is time to collect all your documents, apply and try your luck and see if you can actually get in this cycle. If you're still undecided to which program to apply to, should it be a residency, shouldn't be advanced standing, here are top 3 reasons why I think advanced standing program is the best choice for foreign trained dentists. What is an advanced standing program? Advanced standing program is a 2-year program specifically designed for foreign trained dentists. It grants you a brand new American diploma, which completely overrides your foreign documents. So now you're going to be an American graduate. There are plenty of advantages for advanced standing programs, and it's one of the most popular choices for everybody who is applying to become a licensed dentist in America. Major advantage of that is that there's no distinction after completing of this program is between you as a foreign graduate and an American graduate. You just become an American dentist with no strings attached. The advanced standing program is specifically designed for foreign trained graduates, so it's expecting to see people from diverse backgrounds. In advanced standing programs, we only compete with each other, so there's no room for American graduates, no spots that are reserved for graduates of the specific school, which is pretty common in residency programs. Reason number 1 to apply to an advanced standing program this cycle is licensure. As we all know, advanced standing program is the program that grants you a right to apply for a license in any state in the union. This is the fastest way to receive your license because most advanced standing programs are only 2 years long. After those 2 years, you will not require any additional training. You will be free to apply to a license in any state you want. Of course, every rule has an exception. For example, if you wish to practice in the state of New York, that's the only state that requires, besides the advanced standing program, some additional training. This is just an exception that proves the rule. I will cover licensure of New York in my future videos. Another huge advantage of advanced standing programs is the amount of available seats. Usually advanced standing programs are larger than residency programs or any other kind of program that you can possibly apply to and that can lead to licensure. Most advanced standing programs are divided into 2 major categories. Category number 1, when you join the American class, so you get accepted and you start your education together with the American class. Usually that class is already in year 2 or 3, so you kind of just jump right in of where that class started. You don't take any classes or any lectures just on your own. You just join those group of people and you have to follow them around the way their curriculum goes. And type number 2 is the programs that have advanced standing class as its own grade, that is completely independent, has its own curriculum, its own class president, and is basically just a unit of the school. An example of type number 1 is University of Oklahoma, which I attended. Those kind of schools, they usually have smaller classes and less amount of seats for advanced standing students because they have to join already existing class. So University of Oklahoma at my time had 12 seats, so that's very little, still more than residencies. Type 2, like Boston University, which I also attended, had 100 seats, so that's a separate class. They're trying to fill in seats of class, so they will give you lectures specifically to this class. So this is the largest opportunity for you to get actually selected because there's so much room. Both of these types of programs have disadvantages and advantages. Let's talk about advantages of first type of program. So if you're joining in the American class, you are studying with them. You don't have a separate curriculum. You don't have absolutely any distinction from American student. Right away, you're becoming an American student, which is wonderful. Another advantage is that you graduate together with the American class. So there's no distinction between graduation of advanced standing class and the general American class. There are also disadvantages is that you actually have to join the class that already kind of settled down in their ways. They have their friend groups, they have their seats assigned. You're a new kid in the class that already has been there. When in the type 2, you kind of start your own. You meet everybody anew, so there's no rules set and you don't really know anything. And another disadvantage of type 1 is when you actually join the class and you have to catch up with things that they have already learned. So they keep referring to the lectures that they had before or in a previous grade and you haven't been to those lectures. So you kind of feel a little bit lost. It disappears very quickly, so it's very minor, but it's just something that if you are accepted to both, then you may have to decide which one would you prefer more. Advantages of the program like BU, the one that has its own separate class for advanced standing students, is that you actually, as I mentioned before, have your own class. So you start anew. Everybody treats you like your own class. You have your own class president that has your interests in mind, that talks to the government of the school from your interest, and you're not just have to communicate with a group that has already been set. You have your own separate representative, which has been really amazingly helpful for our class. But there are also disadvantages for that, because you're its own class, they're creating a curriculum for you. So you sometimes have to catch up on the curriculum from different grades of American students. So for example, we had lectures with the first years, with the second years, third years, and fourth years. So when first year has their exams, they're settled, they are scheduled, you have to catch up with their exams. The next week you have an exam with the second years. So there's just a lot. When there is your own curriculum, it's usually very packed. So there's a lot more to do in those schools. It's a much busier work there. Another disadvantage, and I think that's specific for BU, is that you graduate separately from the American class. American class graduated in May, and we actually have to wait until the end of August to receive our diploma and be able to apply for our license, which was not great because we were delayed that amount of time. Even though we were done with our requirements, we actually had to wait until August to graduate and start working and start making money. We were just kind of sitting there for no reason because we were advanced standing class, and they had to fill in the amount of time that we were there. So there's like a set amount of time by the accreditation committee that you have to be enrolled in a school, so they can't graduate you earlier. So that was annoying, but that was one of the disadvantages of being its own class. And like residency programs, advanced standing program does not reserve any seats for graduates of specific schools. For example, if you're applying to a residency in a specific school, they always have some amount of seats reserved for graduates of this school. It's like a courtesy. They always have a courtesy interview. For example, if you're graduating from BU and you're applying to a BU residency, they will always send you an interview invitation. It's a courtesy. That's what they do. They always reserve a couple seats for the graduates of the specific schools. So that is not something that advanced standing programs do, obviously. So that is an amazing advantage for you, because you can apply anywhere without accounting for that some seats will be reserved for somebody else. The amount of seats obviously varies judging by the program popularity, the location of the program. Obviously, schools in California will have more seats, but the competition will be huge for them because, well, many people want to live in California, kind of a cool state. But if you're applying to, like, for example, Oklahoma, it has smaller seats, but the competition is not that high. So you can always find the right combination for you. So amount of seats that are available for foreign trained dentists is a huge reason to apply to an advanced standing program this cycle. Another reason why you should apply this cycle is the documents. Oh my goodness, the documents used to be my biggest problem, and that was the reason why I actually decided to apply to an advanced standing program. If you have any trouble or any issue with your documents or foreign qualifications from your country, if you apply to residency, you will not actually get new diploma. You will still always have to use the diploma from your home country. For example, in my case, I only have one set of transcripts. I do not have any sealed envelopes. I do not have an ability of the school to send more transcripts to anybody who wants to get them. So I was stuck with that one set of documents, and everybody wants to keep them, and I can't leave them with the school or with the license granting facility. So that was a huge trouble for me. So when I applied to an American program, my Russian diploma completely got eliminated. It does not matter anymore. Nobody cares if I completed school in Russia or not. Now I have my transcript from an American institution, and I can apply to any place anywhere. So I don't have to worry about trouble with my transcripts, about getting additional copies of my transcripts. So my huge recommendation for you, if you're from Russia or if you're from Eastern European countries, apply to an advanced standing program just to save you the trouble of receiving those sealed envelope transcripts, because it was a huge problem for me. There are many benefits of completing an advanced standing program, and advanced standing programs are really perfect for people who do see themselves in general dentistry, or for people who are planning to apply to residencies in the future as well, because it will bring your chances up in the residency application cycle if you do wish to apply for one. Because now you're an American student. Now they don't have to standardize your credentials. Now they know who you are. They can reach out to the university that you went to, and you are going to study as anybody else, so there's not going to be any distinction between you and American students. If you have an eye on oral surgery, if you want to be an oral surgeon, majority majority of oral surgery programs require you to have an American diploma first, which means that you can't apply to an oral surgery program. Not all, there's some programs that you can apply, but in majority of times you will have to first receive an American diploma in any shape or form. So if you have your own oral surgery and you want to become an oral surgeon, definitely consider applying to an advanced standing program this cycle. I hope you found this video so helpful, you guys. I am so excited to be back on YouTube and post more consistently. I hope you noticed I've been posting like every week. And if you don't know, I have a book coming out. By the time you're watching this video, the book is out. Why are you sitting there? Go buy my book. Let me show you. This is my book. It looks awesome. Don't pay attention to this line. It's just because this copy is not for sale. It's an author's copy. This is a practical guide of how to get your license in the United States. It's not very thick, but it was a trouble to write. That was a pain. I'm never writing books again, so this is a one-time thing. Go buy it. It's available on Amazon in any countries that has Amazon, and it's also available on my website. If you don't have Amazon in your country, I will ship it anywhere around the world, including Russia, because I go there frequently. So if you would like to purchase a book, please check out the link in the description of this video. And another great news is that if you're lost and you don't really know how to proceed with your application, I started offering one-on-one personalized guidance for people who struggle with their application, who kind of need an advice, who want a second set of eyes to review their application, to read their personal statement, to talk to somebody, ask questions. So if you are interested in that, please check the link in the description and it will have all the required information on how to sign up for that. So I will see you in my future videos and I hope you're having a wonderful day. Bye.